guys, it's been a while. I wanted to come on here and make this video before I posted all of my other pre-filmed and pre-edited videos that I have. I don't even know what I've posted. I literally haven't been on YouTube in forever. And I'm sorry if you can hear the fan, but the AC is right here. And I usually have that on and it's like pretty warm in here without anything on. So I put the fan on. Hopefully it's a little bit better. But first off, I want to say I will be coming back to YouTube and I will be posting again. I've been contemplating like coming back on. I've made a couple of these videos, life updates or returning videos. I've made a few already and I wasn't in a good place when I made any of them. I'll just start from the beginning, I guess. So I found out I was pregnant. When did I find out? In April, I think. And I was honestly just in shock and I was so excited because I've always wanted to be a young mom. I just feel like, I don't know, I just always wanted to be a young mom. And I got really sick. I think I lost like 16 pounds within like the first month. And I was about to finish my college classes and I was going to continue into the summer, but that didn't end up working out. But anyways, when I got pregnant, I got really sick. I felt nauseous all the time. I felt weak and I had bad headaches. Like it was just really bad. I couldn't eat anything. I just felt sick all the time. I never wanted to do anything. And that was like the whole first 3 months. I was sick all the time. I just felt like crap, honestly, all the time. In the second trimester, I stopped feeling sick as much, but I was feeling very tired. I felt unmotivated. I was tired all the time. I was sleeping a lot. And by that time I had realized like my college classes didn't go through. I had like holds on my account. It was like money stuff or whatever. So that was really disappointing too because I wanted to graduate this May and I was just so excited to, and then those classes didn't go through, so I knew that I was gonna have to do an extra semester no matter what. So, since I will be having a baby next semester, I am not going to do that semester and I will either take summer classes or I will just start back up fall of 2023. I really do want to start summer classes, but I had started babysitting a little 5-month-old this week and I didn't realize how hard it was going to be because at 5 months they can kind of sit up, but they fall over a lot. They mainly have to have everything done for them. And I guess I didn't really take that into consideration with my classes, so I was not getting any work done at the beginning of this week, and I was just really, really stressed out. And so that made me kind of rethink, like, do I want to take summer classes? Because at that point, the baby will be around 4 or 5 months old. So I'm like, well, I don't know. So we're going to have to see where that goes. But I am going to continue college next year regardless, and so I started classes back up this fall and it's been amazing. It's been great. I only have one hard class, which is statistics, and obviously if you've taken statistics you know that it's completely stupid, but all of my other classes are just kind of like simple business management classes, like no big deal. Anyways, after half of the second trimester I stopped feeling so groggy, I stopped feeling so tired, you know, I started to feel better again. But I think honestly the toll that it took on my body, I just didn't feel like myself for so long, and so I started to feel better, but I was still feeling like, I just felt like it had totally taken over my life. My body wasn't mine anymore. Like it was just a lot of different things and a lot of personal things, honestly, that I'm not going to be going into, but just spiritually and just every aspect of my life I was just struggling so much. So at that point I knew that something was wrong, so I started to build up my spiritual life first, because I knew that if I depended on God and I knew that if I prayed then He would answer my prayers. And I've always struggled with like praying for myself. So I kind of really like took that very seriously. I started praying for myself, very much so. But like I said, I'm not going to go into details about like just details of it. But I will say that now all of that has paid off. Everything that I've gone through and everything that I've experienced mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, it's all kind of come together. It's just been a really long journey. Like, it's gone by fast, but at the same time, when I look back at it, I struggled so much. And so I wasn't even thinking about YouTube, if I'm being honest. I wasn't even really thinking about coming back. Okay, so that's the whole like pregnancy update, how it went, or how it's been going. Now I don't feel sick at all. I feel amazing. I honestly just feel like my best right now. So I'm watching back my video right now as I'm editing it, and I realized that I talked a lot for no reason. So I'm like in the middle of editing it and it's still 20 minutes long, so I probably will just come on here and just sum it up depending on how long like each section goes. But there's a section where I'm talking about why I haven't been filming this summer is because we didn't really get to do a lot. There were heat advisories like every day. It was just very hot, very miserable, and I didn't have my college classes, so I wasn't like doing student things, and there was a lot that we weren't able to do. I was just staying at home taking care of Ali and taking care of the house and everything like that, so there wasn't anything interesting I could film. I did get like 2 or 3 videos done, but other than that, that's a main reason why I couldn't film. So that's that part, and I think I'm also going to sum up my pregnancy part in the beginning if you don't want to watch through that, but I do think I'm going to keep it in there if you do want to know like a little bit of the details. But basically, I was really sick throughout the whole first part of my pregnancy, and I was very tired, and it just drained me, honestly, which also contributed to me not even thinking about YouTube at the time or social media in general. And it just kind of consumed my life and kind of affected the way that I saw myself. I felt like I wasn't myself anymore. But there was a lot of personal things that also went into that I am not going to mention here or in the rest of the video. Basically, I just depended on God. I really prayed like a lot, and I really put my focus and attention into my spiritual life, and that is because it's the most important thing to me in my life, which I think I took all of that explanation out, but I'm a Christian, so that's like my #1 priority. So when I wasn't feeling like myself, when I was feeling very down, I did that. I prayed and I focused on that, and that helped me get through that. So there's a summary of that whole pregnancy thing and the summary for the weather and why I wasn't recording so much. And I probably will summarize some other stuff later on, so if it switches through clips, I'm sorry. The train's going by. That's another thing. I don't think I'm going to be so consistent. Like I used to post Tuesdays and Fridays or something like that, or I used to post every Wednesday or something like that. Like I would have a schedule that was either like once or twice a week, and that wasn't a problem when I actually had content and time to edit. But with classes and wanting to be able to enjoy my life outside of classes and just everything else, I don't want to put that pressure on myself to post once a week or twice a week. I just want to post whenever I want. Posting once a week isn't that bad because you have a whole entire week to edit, and you know, for me personally, it's not that bad. So I might, you know, keep it consistent, but I also might not. So I don't want that to be an expectation because it probably won't be met. I just want to be able to post whenever I want, and I'm not at the point where I have so many subscribers or watchers that people are depending on my videos, or that people honestly even care about my videos. But okay, so at this point in the video, I went on a whole tangent about how all the YouTubers I watch and everything, they're very active on their social media and they post a lot, and they basically have a lot of stuff that they do, a lot of exciting things that I don't have in my life to film and do things like that. So I basically was talking about when like we're trying to get a new house, which is a life update. We're trying to get a new house. That's like a big milestone, and so when that process gets started to the point where I can like video it, that I will, and I'll make it a video and a series and all those things talking about like milestones in my life, like when the baby comes, then I will be sharing that on here. But I was basically just talking about how sometimes it's hard to get content because I'm a normal person and I prioritize other things besides just YouTube, like my education and #1 especially my relationship with God. And I don't know why, but I went on like a whole like 10-minute tangent about that, so I just wanted to sum that up. And then I continued talking about my choreography small business that I will probably keep in there because it is a life update. Oh, and one more update, I did start my choreography like small business, I guess. I've been doing choreography for quinceañeras since like I did most of mine, and then I ended up doing my cousin's quinceañera, and then I ended up helping Omar's mom with one of them, and I pretty much ended up doing it myself. And then she recommended me to another quinceañera, and I did hers. It just went from there. I had my first like actual like I charged last weekend, and it went amazing. And it's kind of stressful working with teenagers, I'm not gonna lie. If you work with teenagers, you know. But I have made it very professional. I have my own website for people to go and get information and contact information and everything like that. So I'm hoping that this is something that I can do, because it isn't a full-time job, but it does get a little bit of extra money to help us out. And it's really fun to me. Like, I love being organized, and I love organizing things, and that's what I do. It is a little bit stressful, but it's definitely not as bad as going to a full-time or part-time job. Like, I'm so grateful that I'm able to just focus on my classes, because like I said, I didn't realize when I agreed to babysit, I didn't realize how much of my life really like goes to my classes. Like, I wake up in the morning, I have breakfast, I get showered, I get ready for the day, and then at that point I just start my classes and I start my homework, and I have a lot of assignments due a week, right? And having that plus trying to balance my spiritual life with studying the Bible, reading the Bible, praying, things like that. I'm not gonna say like I'm struggling, like I'm stressed out, because I'm not, because I make it a priority not to stress myself out anymore. But it's not the easiest thing in the world. But like I said, I have my priorities. I have some things that I'm doing. I'm obviously pregnant, trying to get a house. I'm starting my small business, hopefully, kinda. So I have a lot of other things going on, and I want to be able to document that. I was going to make a YouTube video for my choreography, or like a YouTube channel, but instead I just made like an Instagram and a Facebook, whatever. So I've been working on social media for my business as well. So there's just been a lot, but I'm just so grateful that I'm in a place now that I feel like myself again. Okay, so at this point I go on a rant again about how grateful I am, and how I wouldn't be where I'm at today because if it wasn't for God, like if I would still be in a depression pit and not myself if it wasn't for God. And I explained that even though I don't make content like Bible studies and stuff as often anymore, I still want to be a representation of Christ through my everyday life, through the vlogs and all of the work that I'm doing. And I talked about how I had a YouTuber who used to be a Christian. It was so encouraging to me, even though she didn't make like Christian-based content necessarily. She did live a Christian life, and it was just more, I just really liked watching her. But then she ended up leaving the church and all this stuff, and I went on a rant about that, and about how I just want to be an influence through my life and how I live my life, and through my YouTube videos as a Christian, if you know what I mean. But basically I kept repeating myself over and over, trying to explain that. I'm pretty sure that's all that I explained in that section. So that's just a summary of, I depended on God because that's what I depend on. God is my number one, and He is my life, and that's what my life centers around, and that's why I am so grateful for everything, and I give all the glory to Him, because I would not be where I'm at today without my relationship with God. But I'm also working on the quality of my videos. I've been watching them, and it gets so blurry for some reason. I guess it's our Wi-Fi, I don't really know, but it ends up happening when I upload it to YouTube. So I have the movies, or I have the videos in iMovie on my MacBook, and then I download them, and they're not blurry. They look perfectly fine. They look like just how I'm seeing it in the camera right now. But then when I go to upload it to YouTube, after it's uploaded, I go and watch it back, and it's all blurry, and I'm like, well, I don't understand. So I'm trying to figure that out as well. I'm just trying to, you know, I'm just doing my thing, but I want to start back on YouTube, and I just want to enjoy it. So I don't want to make it like a job. This video is already very long, so I think I covered everything, all of the updates, everything. I will be posting my pre-edited and pre-filmed videos after I post this video. I will start filming hopefully very soon and posting very soon, and I will keep updates on my social medias that are at the end of my video. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that this gives you a little bit of information and insight on my life the past, I don't even know how long, months. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.